Did you learn from my last video? I told you last video, do not buy the dip. Don't buy the dip. This is it over here. This is me, behind me, in the video. I made it just a couple of months ago. I had only 46 views on it, made more than 1 month ago. When we had that last dip, when everyone was saying, buy the dip, buy the dip. And I said, don't buy the dip. Now for a minute there, people were laughing at me. They said, Jomo, look, we bought the dip and we are having a blast on our lives. And that's perfectly fine. I'm happy for you that for a while you made money. But the reason I say don't buy the dip is not because I think that buying the dip always fails. It's because I think in the long run, it's a net losing proposition. Yes, you can get saved by the bell. Multiple times you can buy the dip once, boom, making money. You can buy the dip twice, boom, making money. You can buy the dip again the third time, boom, making money. But somewhere along the way, you'll buy the dip and it will fail. It will go up, bounce, and go back below that entry level. You know what you'll probably do then? You'll probably buy the dip again. And you know what might happen again? Bounce and then back down, even lower than your last dip. And now you're 3 dips in the red. Sure, maybe you are still in profit because you started early, you were lucky, and that's perfectly fine. You know, every week someone wins the lottery, but every week it's someone different. You won the lottery for a while, and that is okay. But you must understand that throwing good money after bad, buying dips over and over, eventually the fat lady stops singing. And when she stops singing, that's when you get kicking your cojones, because that's where you get smashed, that's where you lose money, and that's where you start to get frustrated, and probably you give back all the money you made for months over months back, and sometimes you lose even more than what you have started with. That is why I said once, and I'm going to repeat it again, do not buy the dip, right? Do not buy the dip. Do not buy the dip. Do not buy the dip. This is not a supermarket. It's not a supermarket. This supermarket mentality of people just kills them. Again, whenever you go to a supermarket, if you see something that is on sale, you want to buy it. Why? Because you use toilet paper, you use toothbrush, you eat chicken. That's perfectly fine. In a supermarket, not in the markets. In the markets, you need to have an edge. You need to understand what you're doing, and you need to have risk management. So first of all, stop with buying a dip because it's not a supermarket. Stop with the supermarket mentality. And number 2, you need to understand you have an edge. And you know the first sign of an edge? Risk management. If you don't have any risk management, so what are you doing? You will lose all the money on the bad ideas that you have, on the bad trades. Even if you make money for a while. Look, this happens again and again. Over the decades, even big institutions made a lot of money for years until they blow out. Look at 1997. LMAC, I think, was the name of the institution. Made billions of dollars until one day, boom, lost it all in a week. Everything in a week. Why? Because they kept doing something that was a bad tactic until it stopped working, and boom, it just ended, right? It just ended. So stop supermarket mentality, start having an edge. How you start an edge? First, start with risk management, and then start with knowing when to buy when it has an edge. Something that when you buy it, if you buy it repeatedly, all right, over time, it will make you more money than you lose, right? And I will tell you one thing, deep buying, unless you are just one out of a million that knows how to deep buy correctly, usually they have some sort of risk management by the sort of maybe a stop loss, or maybe they started a while back DCAing. They have different types of risk management built into the system. If you're one of those, congrats. I know one person that knows how to do it. One person that knows how to do it. From all the traders I know one person that has succeeded to do it over time. So way to go. His name starts with an R, ends with an I. Congrats for you. I love you. And you're the only one. But if you're not him, you probably don't know how to deep buy. You probably don't know how to DeFi. You probably don't know how to risk manage while you DeFi, and you don't probably are going to lose money. You're probably going to lose money. So I'm going to say it again. Stop buying the dip. This dude over here, this dude over here, me, I said don't buy the dip last time, and I'm saying again, don't buy the dip this time. Wait to see what's happening. Dips happen for a reason usually. They happen for a reason, and sometimes the reason lasts for a while. And you want to make sure that once it lasts for a while, A, you don't get caught for such a long time in the red, right? In the red, because imagine being in the red for months over months. It's painful. It is painful. You don't want to be bleeding for such a long time. That's one. And second of all, you want to have money in order to make good decisions once things are shifting. So let's say this is going to be a bigger correction. Let's say right now, 5th of August, right now Bitcoin fell from 70K last week all the way to 49K today. Right now probably bouncing to 52 or something like that. In the future, maybe we're going to get to 40, maybe it's a possibility. Maybe we're going to get to 30 before we start the next leg up, which is going to be a better leg up in crypto. Don't you want to have money for opportunities once you really bottom or once we start a new uptrend, right? Wait for a new uptrend. Why the heck you need to think that you need to buy the low? Why your mentality is saying, why your belief system is so flawed that you think that if you don't buy the low, you don't make enough money. That's a fallacy. That's so false. I don't even know where to start from. You don't need to catch the low in order to make money, and you don't need to sell the top in order to make money. You can make money by just taking chunks in the middle, huge amount of money, 100, 200% each year for years over years over years. You can make that just by having good sound decisions, good belief systems. Right now, your belief system is probably flawed. Buying the dip is a flawed belief system. I'm sorry for you, but I can help you, all right? Listen to me. Don't buy the dips blindly. And there is a good chance right now that all the influencers that told you to buy the dip in the last ones are getting crushed, crumbled, and smashed right now. And you know what? They deserve it. You don't. You don't deserve it because you went after someone that supposedly was charismatic and supposedly knew what he was doing. But that's the issue. They don't. If someone ever tells you again, just buy the dip, you know what, trust me, this happens, just be courageous, build those cojones, you know that he doesn't know what he's talking about. Be afraid of the market all the time. Be afraid that the market will crush you all the times. Be afraid that the market will take the money that you made all the time. Be afraid. Why? Because if you respect the market, if you are afraid of the market, then you can understand how to utilize it. You can start how to capitalize upon it. You can start to find the glitches of how to make money upon it because you respect it enough to know that it can crush you at any moment so you won't make bad decisions like buying the dip, like as if buying the dip is a secret that is going to make you rich. Everyone starts with buy the dip. And if everyone starts with that as a newbie, think about it. Everyone, when they're new people, even me included, we will all buy the dip. If all the newbies start with buy the dip, is that something that works? No. 1 out of a million knows how to do it, all right? There are much easier ways to make money in the market, I believe, all right? And either way, you're probably going to get broken, right? Just by buying the dips. That's what happens to everyone each cycle. So those influencers, they deserve it because they don't have respect to the market and they unknowingly, or even worse, knowingly, are taking a bunch of people with them just for the sake of making money, right? And there's no shame in trying to make money, but at least be honest about whether you know what you're doing or you're just a complete amateur that is doing the same things that all new generations of people that invest in the market say, which is buy the freaking dip. That's the supermarket mentality. Don't be the supermarket mentality. This is not a supermarket. This is a serious thing. This is the markets. Right, everyone? Hope you like my rant. If you did, like, subscribe, smash it. Hope I'm going to make more and more again. Sometimes I make lives on trades, so you don't want to miss them. Put that bell notification. And hey, comment. Tell me what you think about what I had to say today. And until next time, no edge, no trade. Cheers, everybody.